What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Chris Gunther Show. Thank y'all so much for watching. Remember to like and share this video. I would greatly appreciate it. I am very honored to be sitting beside Youngstown's own, and she's also the mother of NBA. Should have been an all-star this year, dagnabbit, Terry Rozier.
Yes.
What's going on with you, Miss Jada? How you doing?
How you doing, Chris? How are you?
Appreciate you for taking this time out with me.
No problem, no problem.
Before we get started, I want to tell you thank you, because you were the one that helped me interview your son a couple years ago. Near and dear to my heart. Never forgot that, so appreciate it.
Yes, I already said, when you asked me, I said he's going to be something one day. You're going to be big, so let's keep going.
I appreciate it. Let's get right into it. You have the book out, the Blaq Print. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Now, I love this cover because it's by Gina Tucker, as told Wesley Wood. So, like, what made you want to write a book?
Well, actually, I started writing in like 2012, 13, but I would pick up my phone, write in my notes, put it down. So one day I was doing an interview for my son, and that's Wesley. He was doing an interview for the NBA for my son, and I felt comfortable with him, and I started telling him some stuff that I never told anybody, and he was like, you know what? He was in tears. He said, you should write a book one day. I said, well, I started, but it's kind of hard for me to just do it. He said, well, I can video you and outline and record and type it myself.
Was this, in a sense, very therapeutic for you too? Because as a mother, you go through so much, and they always tell you, you should probably write something out. So was this therapeutic for you?
Oh my God, the magnitude of healing that I'm going through right now is crazy. Before this book, I thought I was healed. So as I wrote it over and over, I realized that I'm nowhere near. I'm still healing and growing.
I think we all go through that too. Like, what were some of the things that you had to heal and grow from in order to write this?
The Blaq Print is a detailed visual about how I went through trauma, grief, addiction, a lot of stuff, death. So so when I wrote it, it was just to lay it all out there and just to wash my hands with it. But it started me to really heal. The real heal moment is when I put the book out there.
As an author, they always tell you have to be transparent. Is there anything in this book that you were completely transparent about that nobody else knew until they decided to read it?
Everything is in that book that nobody knows about me, like my childhood trauma, and I just want people to read it with an open mind because it's heavy. It's heavy, but I want people with similar backgrounds to know rock bottom ain't rock bottom. You can keep going up regardless of what you've been through. And it brought me closer to God, and then it just brought me closer to life and loving myself.
That's something that we all should strive to do, get closer to God and to love each other. Was there anything in particular that you struggle with about yourself that you're glad that you don't have to struggle with that now?
I went through a really rough patch when my cousins got killed, and that's when my addiction turned like really bad with pills. Like it was like up to 30 pills a day at one time. So I'm so happy that I can live life and go through my pain and trauma and look to God for I don't have to suppress it anymore.
Right. Nothing wrong with that. It's great that you're even able to open up about these things too, because you never know what you go through somebody else is dealing with and they don't know how they overcome it. So we all go through our ups and our downs, but how did you overcome that?
Well, the thing is, that's the reason for this book. Everyone has a story, not just me. Everybody goes through something. You're looking at me right now, and I'm looking at you. We don't know what each other went through. But when you're reading this book, you have an open mind, and you went through some of these things. You can say, well, she did it. I can do it too. Or, they grew up in a bad area. They didn't have, some food to eat at times. But we kept pushing, and I kept pushing my kids to be better. And here we are today.
What has the response been for you as soon as you decided to put this book out?
Good and bad.
I know how that bad can feel too, though, because sometimes we have these high expectations and we don't meet them right away, and we get a little bit, discouraged. So how do you push through those bad feelings?
Well, I don't let nothing stop me. When I say bad feelings, it's just like backlash from some other people thinking that I'm gonna talk about them in my book, but I can only tell my truth. And if you are a part of my truth, you're gonna be in there. So check for it.
Nothing wrong with telling people to check for it too, for real. That's one of the greatest things. And there's no way I can have it here without talking about your son. You just got that proud mom look on you right now. That's amazing.
Oh my God.
I love it.
I'm so proud of him. words can't even express. We're actually here right now for a court reveal for Zelma George, where he grew up shooting a basketball. We're originally from Youngstown, Ohio, but as everyone knows, which is in the book, he had to go to Cleveland with my mom, which broke my heart. But God has a plan for everything. So he grew up right here in this rec playing basketball.
From a basketball perspective, because I played a little bit too, granted I was not as good as Terry, we all know it, but it's all good. My jumper was still wet as water. But the reason
I
why
didn't have a jumper, I just was I was a defensive player. You weren't scoring on me. So,
I mean, well, we might have to lace them up and find out. But that's a conversation for a different day, all right? But, from a player's perspective, a rec center is very therapeutic for us. We can come here and escape. We can come here and just feel like this is home to us. What was a place for you in your life that you felt was a place of escape for you?
Wow. Now or then?
A little bit of both.
Well, now is Miami, the beach.
I know that's. I wish I could go there right now with all this snow,
it's
man.
Definitely the beach. Back then, my escape was just home music and prayer, and just willing to heal and love myself. Like, I had to get to this place where I even value my time, my space, my boundaries. Like, so I'm just grateful.
And I'm grateful that you're sitting here taking this time out. I understand you're a very busy woman. You got a lot of stuff to get through. If anybody wanted to connect with you or purchase a book, how can they do that?
Well, I'm on social media, Facebook and Instagram, the Blaq Print. And my website is theblaqprint.com. You can get my book on Barnes & Nobles and Amazon online.
Along with your book, can you share with us a little bit about the Terry Rozier Foundation as well?
So the Terry Rozier Foundation was founded by Terry. He wants to help underprivileged kids in the urban area, just like himself. Like, he grew up around violence, guns, and everything. So he wants people to know, because it's so rare to get in the NBA. And you want kids out there to know, regardless of what you're trying to do, you can get through it and go through it and be with whoever you want to be.
Absolutely. Speaking from a guy that is still trying to get his foot in the door, I know how hard it is, but to see people like yourself strive, that gives brothers like me hope. Nothing else needs to be asked. Gina, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
Be sure you guys like and share this video. Gina Tucker on the Chris Gunther Show. Appreciate y'all for watching. See y'all next time.
Thank you.
And go get the Blaq Print.
Yes, now.